The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned as that will be a touchback. Now the second-year man back from injury. It's Breece Hall.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. You look at this Cowboy defense. Currently #1 in the NFL against the run.
And that's a ranking that feels good, right? To be #1 and be the top of your profession. But here's the problem. It's only week 1.
1 week, yeah.
Can they do it 15 more times? If so, then we really got something to talk about.
That's the challenge. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Rodgers now to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Inside the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Well, then the big play has him all the way inside the 30 next and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Second and 10. Now Rodgers going to shift him around. They'll look to throw again. That is caught. It's Uzomah. Touchdown, Jets. C.J. Uzomah. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jets are an extra point away from drawing level. Zerline connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And solid field position here to start as they get this out to the 40-yard line.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 40.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking deep downfield.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Jets are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all. That's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And his throw here is incomplete. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
You look at this Cowboy defense.
In that win last week over the Giants, they were very good.
This defense has a lot to be proud of coming off of the game they played last week. When you only give up 14 points in a game, not only do you give your team a chance to win, you fully expect to win because you figure you're...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they went standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
Very good with a PAT.
And that makes the score 14-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They'll start on the ground. Hall.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brandon, that's what you call being manhandled at the point of attack. And I know the offensive line gets a lot of blame for that one. But occasionally, the defense just knows what you're going to do. Maybe they scouted it perfectly. Maybe someone tipped it off. But on that play, it had no chance.
On play action, Rodgers.
A short throw to Conklin, the tight end.
They'll give him 4 yards there. 3rd and 7 now.
Oh, it's time to give more credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down.
They'll set up the screen for Hall.
And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
And he's going to have the Jets first down. No problem there. They get the first by plenty on 4th and inches.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to give them a little bit of credit for fortitude there. 4th and inches, and they don't run the football. Normally, you just wedge your way through, fall forward, find the yardage. They took a shot and put it in the air, and it paid off.
Maybe they saw the defense overcommitting.
A lot of confidence there, though, because even if they overcommit, you just want to make sure you get the first down. You throw an incompletion on 4th down there, they're going to second-guess you the rest of the game.
Marquise Bell in on that stop.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Open man is Uzama.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On first down, right back to Hall. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
That felt like a trap, because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Here's Rodgers to throw.
Oh.
And that was incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number one. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The Jets on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing now is Rodgers. Look in the middle of the field. He's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 29-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
Well, there's no disputing. He's made some poor throws in this first half, but this was a good one. And you can bet this is an offense that isn't going to pull back. They believe in what he can do. So all you can do is look forward, and they pick up a first down.
And a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And again, it's Rodgers. This pass out wide to Hall. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll run with Hall. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
A great job there by this defense. They give up the long drive, but in the end, it looks like they'll force a field goal attempt.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Now Rodgers. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on 4th down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there, gets the ball to his receiver. They get the first down. It's now 1st and goal.
Lazard will go in motion right. They'll run with Hall. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Throwing well, and it's complete. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. Now it's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just throw this one over the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
And that is and this will stay at a 7-point. 4th and goal, and then 4th and goal turns into no points whatsoever.
That's a very disappointing sequence of events right there. And I, for one, would not want to be the kicker who has to run over to his head coach and explain that one.
Tweaking out the edge.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Looking to throw. Prescott.
Left side to Lamb.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy first.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Working with a lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. A Pro Bowler for the first time in 2022. Here's Tony Pollard. C.J. Mosley getting to him behind the line of scrimmage there.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race. But how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
Hey, here we go, 47. 47. There we go, going to 53.
2nd down, Prescott.
Pass complete to Jalen Tolbert.
One thing to hold for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Third and short yardage, Prescott.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception.
Very low.
C.J. Mosley. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers.
Appreciate you.
And Rodgers intercepted the 3rd time.
And the Cowboys are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here's 2nd and 10. Lamb will go in motion.
Hey, kill. Hey, kill. Here we go, 47.
Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Lamb will go in motion.
On third down, it's Prescott. Able to hit his target well. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's Prescott. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
CD with the catch, of course, coming off of a monstrous 2022 with the Cowboys. 5th in the league in catches, 6th in yards, and took that jump from being a star to one of the league's elite wide receivers.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 11 yards there, just like last play.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
The slot man in motion right. Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
Second down and a little more than a yard here.
Hey, kill.
They toss it down to Pollard. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down. Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down. From the red zone now, Prescott. And Prescott, his third interception. Picked up by DJ Reed. And the Jets will take over here at their own 14-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And that to the 30. It'll be second down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down the 16-yard line. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
Here's 2nd and 1 now from the 7. Going to run again here with Pollard. That is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. So another touchdown for him on the year now, Charles. He had 2 in the opener last week and hits pay dirt for a 3rd time here.
And with good health, he's got a really good chance to be up there among the leaders in touchdowns scored when this season comes to an end. Quick question, partner. Is it bad luck to toast him with a sports drink?
Not at all, partner. I think that's a fantastic idea. Cheers. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away.
Back.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together.
There he goes, right side. Down the sideline he goes. All the way in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Zerline good with a PAT. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
But they can't stop this.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. So So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack onto their lead as we get set for the fourth. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 6. Now a running play here with Lamb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success. How about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
In motion left goes a tight end. Prescott looks to throw on first. Throw complete right side to Cook.
Hey.
Get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Prescott now. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lamb. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Throwing. Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Ferguson. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
To throw is Prescott. Here's a screen now for Pollard. Touchdown, Cowboys! Tony Pollard with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Cowboys are on their way to a 2-0 start. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead now up to 14. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
The loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Throwing is Rodgers.
A short throw to Conklin, the tight end.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 4.
In this situation, the dictation is coming from the defense, right? They're going to tell you, you can have 6, 7 yards, do that all the way downfield. Let's just go ahead and take the time off the clock. I think they've got to start attacking vertically a lot more.
Here's Rodgers. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
Now he's free at the 35. Boy, they get him yet again, Charles. 5 interceptions in this game. You rarely see this, maybe a couple of times in a season, but this defense, they've been fantastic.
It's certainly an example of watching a defense that is in the zone, right? We use that term so often, but most of the time, it's for people who are on offense. In this case, it's a defense as a whole, all locked in with each other, all ready to go.
18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Now Prescott.
And he'll go right back to Lamb. Touchdown! CeeDee Lamb, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are.
And now here is another interception.
Oh,
But a great return to set him up 1st and goal at the 5.
in the corner.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
They'll run with Pollard.
And he will take it in for a Cowboys score.
Tony Pollard, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. So how about this start to a year? Fantasy owners take note. 2 rushing touchdowns in the opener. 2 more here in week 2.
So a nice pickup by 2 entities. 1, this team for making sure they acquired this guy. And 2, anyone who plays fantasy who has him on their team.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
But this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. To throw is Rodgers. It gets it over the middle to Cobb. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
On first down, Rodgers.
They'll set up the screen for Hall.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all three timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
Whoa.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Outright, he finds Tolbert.
And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
But Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything